Defense lawyers spent this afternoon questioning the mental state of a former MPD officer who pleaded guilty on federal charges and who testified in court for a second day today. Officer Emmett Martin III says he deliberately kicked and punched Tyre Nichols because he was angry and he wanted to get back at him. Action News 5's Jerry Askin has been covering this trial from the start. He joins us now live. And Jerry, tell us more about the defense claims and why Officer Emmett Martin also said why he's testifying now in this case. Jerry?
Joe, good evening. A whole lot happening today inside the federal building. Emmett Martin, during cross-examination, testifying, saying that he was once diagnosed with PTSD. Now, prosecutors asked him why he's testifying in this case. He said a few things. He said, I can't live with the lie. And he also said it's eating him up inside to live with the lie, knowing what he did was wrong. Former MPD officer Emmett Martin III testified that he punched a helpless Tyre Nichols at least 5 times and also kicked him. He said he did it because he was angry that Tyre ran from the initial traffic stop. Martin also said he had just returned to patrol days prior after being hit by a car months before, and he wanted an arrest to show that he's still able to do his job. Martin testified that he arrived on the final arrest scene to see officers Justin Smith and Tadarius Bean punching Tyre. Then later, Officer Demetrius Haley was seen kicking him. Martin, who's already pled guilty on federal charges, said he never told first responders about any of the officers' use of force, and no one intervened. During cross-examination, the defense talked about traumatic events Martin endured in life, including Martin being hit by a car, the death of his mother, and having a partner on the MPD force get shot. The defense questioning if Martin was mentally stable to return to work. Martin also admitting he once was diagnosed with PTSD and had nightmares and a loss of sleep. Martin also testified that he had homicidal thoughts before the evening of Tyre's arrest and after being hit by a car in November of 2022. Also happening inside today, prosecutors showed body camera video of an arrest back in July of 22 where the Scorpion unit made an arrest, and that video showed Martin forcefully again arresting someone and punching a handcuffed man. Prosecutors making the point that Martin had a history of violence when he was arresting people. We're live here in downtown Memphis. I'm Jerry Askin, Action News 5.
Stay with Action News 5 on the air and online for any new developments, and look back at previous stories surrounding this case. You can visit actionnews5.com and click on the Tyre Nichols tab right there at the top of our homepage. One final court date on a